Laurie Williams, political analyst, Montreal University, joins us now. Hi, Laurie. Great to see you.
Great to see you too, Akshay.
So how big of a political problem is the resignation of Guilbeault for Prime Minister Carney?
Well, as you've heard, he was the Quebec lieutenant. He's very popular in Quebec. He stands for something that is valuable to Quebec, and there's a real danger of alienating that Quebec caucus. So there are seats that could be in danger in Quebec and seats that could be in danger in British Columbia as a result of this. And so that environmental balance that's being claimed is really going to have to be argued quite vociferously, and it'll be a real test of Mark Carney's leadership. I think consultation leading up to this with the British Columbia Premier, with members of his own caucus, might have softened this a little bit. I'm a bit surprised that there wasn't more of that in place. But again, it's going to be quite challenging for the Prime Minister going forward.
We understand there is a climate caucus also in place. About 30 Liberal MPs work together on that front. So what does this agreement signal to all of them?
Well, it's not entirely clear what it does signal. So the idea here is that what has been put in place is going to take the place of the emissions cap and the electricity restrictions that were supposed to be in place. Those have been removed. Other promises are in place, and the question is whether the argument can be made that long-term the investments that will come in will be sufficient to balance energy and the environment. Those questions have not been answered adequately at this stage of the game. And again, it's going to be a real challenge.
You know, in the context of political risk assessment, Laurie, what criteria do you think determines if the specific risk advocated by the Prime Minister is a beneficial one or a harmful one? We
don't know yet. He's sort of bucked conventional wisdom on all kinds of counts up until this point. So normally you underpromise and overdeliver. Normally you are much more cautious when you're dealing with a minority government. Mark Carney hasn't done that. I don't know where the confidence has come from for those things. I guess it'll be a real test to see if that can be borne out, whether it's successful or not.
You know, you're joining us from Calgary, Alberta. The question also is about a private proponent for this pipeline, and that's something the Prime Minister made very clear yesterday. My question being, with what has been laid out in this deal, how attractive do you think it could be for private players? What's your take?
Well, the problem is the price of oil right now. Now, there is a better investment climate. There's no question about that. And Mark Carney's got a lot of credibility on that file. And if those investments are such that you can manage economic and environmental concerns effectively, then there's a path forward. That's a really open question at this stage of the game. And in the meantime, he's got political troubles to settle. They might come together if he manages to build that sort of investment climate and protection for the environment. Then maybe he can win over the political skeptics at this stage. But it's a tall order.
Yeah. Okay, we'll leave it at that tonight then. Laurie Williams, political analyst, Montreal University. Thank you for this, Laurie. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Akshay. Great to see you.